Welcome to the Trying to Be Better podcast with Joel and Steve.
I'm going to try not to cough as much. Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back.
It's been a minute.
Oh, yeah. I was I was in Colorado doing family stuff last weekend. Welcome to the Trying to Be Better podcast with Joel and Steve.
Welcome, everybody. Nice to be back.
It is.
I missed you, buddy. We haven't really seen each other or talked much.
No.
Yeah.
I have COVID.
Joel has COVID. It's his turn. It's his turn in the barrel.
I have avoided it for 2 straight years and went on a wild weekend in Colorado.
See, that's how it happens. You let your guard down.
And that, in all seriousness, that's exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
it's a good thing that that's not going to continue to happen. For, the nation.
Yeah, I definitely let my guard down and kind of enjoyed a wild weekend, Yeah. I went to this indoor.
Did you go to Meow Wolf?
I went to Meow Wolf.
Oh man.
And I'm convinced that's where I'm like, dude, there was if I was gonna get it, I was gonna get it there, because it was just, free for all. And
so was it worth it?
That is a really good question, man. That's
is Meow Wolf as amazing as it looks like?
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about is it worth getting COVID for?
Well, what I was really asking is Meow Wolf as amazing as it looks like?
Oh, yes. I was on my phone when we left there looking because I was supposed to go to Vegas, which I will talk about in a minute. But I was looking at tickets for the what is it? The Mega Mart? What is that? Omega Mart. It's their Meow Wolf in Vegas. I was gonna go. That was gonna be my one thing besides the concert I was going to. I was gonna go to that.
Right.
Totally worth it. It's an amazing psychedelic experience. It's wild. It's a total adult playground in there, and you never know where you are at any given moment. And it's you.
Could I take my kids in there?
Sure, 100%. It's not like filthy. It's just strange.
I love it.
Yeah. It's dude, like we went into we went into this one room that looked like a laundromat, but it was like these like weird like doll parts, going around, and then you open up what looks like a machine for soap, and you open it up, and it's a door into another whole room that you wouldn't know was there unless you open the door. It's it's definitely, if you get a chance to go.
Okay.
1,000%. Because you're going to go to Colorado.
Yeah, but we're not going to Denver.
Oh,
where
are you going?
To Boulder and Vail.
Oh, Boulder's practically Denver.
We're only going to be in Boulder for like a few hours and a night. We're just basically spending the night there on our way to Vail.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Because you're going to hanging out. Michael Franti.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you got COVID.
Yeah.
And that's the pits.
Yeah, it sucks. And it's also like, there's a couple of things. Like I was feeling really ashamed of it. Ashamed of it.
Because you got COVID. Because you thought that you weren't going to get it.
Yeah, I was kind of like
ego hanging on
100%
being the one guy that didn't get COVID. I did it all perfectly and I didn't get it.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm raw dogging the day, by the way. That's
the second time in a row that you said that now. Get your shit together, man. We have a show to put on here.
I'm going to give you I'm going to give our millions of listeners the real shit. So yeah, I was feeling like
they want.
The interesting thing, and we've talked about this pandemic several times, but it is sort of the thing. Like, so I started feeling gnarly on the way back from Colorado, and I thought it was just because I drove pretty much the whole way, and then I had a thing the next day at work, and I went to it, and because I was like, man, I'm just tired, and I came home after that and slept for 3 hours straight with no problem.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's bad. But I felt like, oh God, I totally, fuck, I exposed all my coworkers, and oh man, I shouldn't have hung out with, my family, and I shouldn't have done this, and I shouldn't have done that, and I did it all wrong. And I was talking to my brother, and he was like, dude, everything's fucked.
Everything's fucked. Yeah.
You can't, I was like, wow, like, and not that to abdicate responsibility for taking care of your own health, but at the same time, I'm like, oh yeah, everything's totally fucked.
Look at the guidance for getting around this and the general collective, like, well, this is done.
You seen the flow chart on the CDC? Because I was like, well, I guess I'll go to the CDC website to see what they say. And it's like this choose your own adventure of chaos.
Well, but that's just it. It's like, that's how, like, I don't think that's necessarily their fault. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, look at the way this thing presents itself. It's different for everybody.
Totally. And
when you have, warring factions in government about what's the right thing to do, and inept leadership on basically every level,
right?
Except for in Lincoln, where we have Pat Lopez and our mayor.
I don't want to start disparaging our mayor right now.
Oh, you have because of Wilderness Park.
Yeah, what a fucking nightmare that was.
Yeah, that's bad.
What a fucking nightmare.
I guess we're gonna disparage the mayor.
Dude, I was like, yeah, I can't.
Come on, Joel, let her rip.
Dude, I saw that. Dude, I'll let it rip because I got COVID, and I've got no spiritual tools at my
good. Okay,
disposal,
this is prime Joel. Let's do this.
I watched her do an incredible acting job in front of the police during the 2020 protests. She did a really great job acting like she was listening to all of us and all the protesters. She was really cute. And then she just, she's a cop. She's a fucking cop.
Okay.
Anyway, and then this whole thing with Wilderness Park, like, she just, I cannot, because, like, why would you court voters that are sympathetic to indigenous rights and a more progressive outlook, and then all of a sudden just completely pull the rug out from underneath them behind closed doors? It's just like, I cannot with her.
The answer to that is because politics.
Yeah, dude, she's a fucking suit.
Well, yeah, she wears suits.
I can't.
Have you know what?
I am not in a fit spiritual condition at all. I don't know. Should we pull the plug on this episode?
Nope. This is good. You know what? You know what country we live in, and this is how it works. Did you not watch The Wire, Joel?
Oh my God.
Have you not seen The Wire?
I think.
Why are you surprised by any of this?
My little emotional outburst there, I think, broke my fever. I'm like sweating.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
There was for those of you that don't,
the odds of somebody that's actually progressive actually getting elected.
I know. That's why they were so terrified of Bernie a few years ago.
Right. 100%, because he actually kind of had a shot, sort of, except for he didn't. They just literally just bounced him off the card.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if those of you that don't know, there's this huge, what is being billed as a low income housing development edging on Wilderness Park property. And essentially they're going to displace there's an indigenous people's area next to where they're going to develop. and they hold sweat lodges there, and it's like this. It's a sacred space, and these developers are like, maybe we would like to build there, and blah blah blah. And the zoning. I mean, I guess I don't know all the details, but what I know is there was no. Basically, they placated the native folks in listening to them, but then basically did what they were going to do anyway, which is not surprising. It's just really, really disheartening. So that's what got me so spicy.
You know, it would be really nice. I think what would help all of this is if the Lorax showed up. We'll plant some truffula trees.
Yeah.
And then they'll get chopped down.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where do we get? How do we get here?
I don't remember. Oh, you didn't want to disparage our mayor.
Oh yeah, she's a fucking cop. I'm gonna test. I've literally.
Joel has a swab up his nose right now. Buddy,
I'm like,
hold on.
Are you gonna get a screenshot of this? Oh. I'm doing a home test right now because like I haven't tested since Wednesday, and I had several. Oh, yeah. Like our amazing parents both brought off handfuls of tests and Gatorade and stuff for us. Oh, nice. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use one of these. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, you got what, 15 minutes now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So anyway,
so I think what you're really, I think all of this misplaced emotion is just because you didn't get to see your concert.
Oh, Steve, I talked about this on the podcast. I bought tickets to see my favorite band, Pearl Jam, in Vegas. So yeah, it is total frustration. Like, I'll be completely honest. Like, there's been a part of me that's like, so I got home, I got sick, and like I tested positive, and then like an hour later, I don't remember the actual schedule here. I think I woke up from my nap after my work thing and then saw a bunch of notifications that that Pearl Jam had canceled because their drummer Matt Cameron got tested COVID positive, and they replaced the drummer here and there. They brought back their original drummer from.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty intense. Like the lineup, like Josh Klinghoffer played drums.
Yeah, that guy does everything.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. For those of you that don't know that name, he played guitar in Red Hot Chili Peppers for years.
Yeah, and then they booted him to bring back John Frusciante.
Yeah.
But so they brought back they made him drum, and then they brought back Dave Cruson from their first album, and it was like this whole like reunion. It was like really cool.
Yeah, they made lemons out of lemonade on that one.
They sure did. Uh-huh. And then I woke up and I was like, and I was kind of nervous. Like, I'm like, if one other band member gets sick, they're gonna pull the plug, and they did. And then I was feeling wonky and weird, and so I'm like, well, I better test. And so, that was kind of shocking. And like, it was kind of one of those things where I'm like, I wasn't happy that they canceled, and I wasn't happy that people were sick, but I was kind of like,
since you had to miss.
Yeah, it was kind of nice that it was like, well,
right.
I mean, I'm out some
money.
I'm out some cash, and I was able to keep the credit on my plane tickets, to use within the year and a half or something.
Right.
But it was a bummer, dude. And I haven't really processed that because I've been just trying to take care of myself, you know? And yeah, I guess I'm realizing that like I'm pretty raw. I'm pretty raw. Judging by my reaction a couple minutes ago, I'm pretty raw. Like,
well, it's okay.
It's scary. Like I have been pretty sick the last few days. Like,
but the good news is you're not on a vent.
Totally. Completely.
I mean, you are 40 years old now, and that's right in the, that's when it starts.
Exactly. I've thought about that several times, and like Kirsten's sick too. She's a couple of days behind me, and I'm like, this sucks. This really sucks. And like Thursday, Friday were bad, and but
at least you just felt like shit and weren't trying to get a bed in the ER.
Exactly. Like I can breathe. Like Kirsten and I, took proper precautions, but walked around the block a few times, even when my legs felt like sandbags, and like I can do that. And I've known people, 10 years younger than me that almost died, and I'm really, really grateful for that. Am I thrilled about the potential of losing one of my 5 senses? Not really. Right. I mean, I can't smell very well, but I feel like that
likely come back.
I think it will.
I know a couple people in our demographic that have lost senses, like still no smell.
Yeah. I know somebody very close to me that still has,
because that happens later. That happens with the flu.
Right. It's the flu. I love that, dude. Oh, dude. You just pressed another button.
I know. This is fun. Joel's just, for those of you, Joel's just one big button today.
I totally am. And like, this is like, the title of the podcast, Trying to Be Better. Like,
I might as well just call it Steve Pushes Joel's Buttons. Because there's only one button today.
And this is the thing. And that's the good thing about friends like you, is that I woke up this morning like, I'm out of my routine. I normally do like 20-30 minutes of yoga, 15-20 minutes of sitting. Like I didn't do any of that today. I just scrolled on my phone. I'm out of my routine. I'm sick. I'm like,
scrolling on your phone is kind of the same as meditating,
dude.
It's fixating on a thing.
It totally. I really noticed. Yeah, we've already talked about that, but
my god.
So it's like I am raw. I'm out of my routine. I've been out of my routine for a couple of weeks. It was like a gnarly end of the semester, and then I slammed the brakes and everything came up, and then I went on this trip, and then I got COVID, and I was looking forward to it's just been, if there's any indication that life will happen, whether you think, regardless of what you think is going to happen, life will. This has been a lesson, a dance lesson for sure, the last few weeks of my life. So yeah, it was really, really sad to lose out on that cool opportunity. I mean, I have tickets to see Pearl Jam in September, and I will hopefully get to do that. But I was really looking forward to that as sort of, that was the carrot that got me through the end of the spring semester.
Right. Well, I'm wearing my
you are
Dead 2020 summer tour canceled shirt.
Oh yeah.
It just dawned on me as you're talking. I'm like, fuck, I hope they don't cancel 2022.
Right.
Because of all this shit, because everything's ramping back up again because people aren't getting vaccinated.
I saw a statistic somewhere that, looking backwards, like 350,000 lives could have been saved if
I saw that.
If everybody would have gotten vaccinated.
Yeah. Well, I'm just looking at, the dials coming back up here, and only a third of this country has had a booster shot. So it's like, here we go again.
Did you get a second booster?
Yeah, I've got 4 shots in me now.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm not eligible.
I would just go to CVS and tell them you want a shot.
I might do that.
That's what I'd do. I just walk in like, I want to get a COVID shot. And they'll do it.
Dave's not here, man.
Pretty much.
I'm now that I'm curious, like now that I've been positive, and I still am, everybody. Breaking news.
Yeah. Joel Yeager's still COVID positive. There it is. There's the bars.
Yeah, I wonder what the rules are there, like with a positive test. Like,
God, I don't know. Get out your CDC flow chart,
dude. It's like a meth addict drew Chutes and Ladders. Do their own version of Chutes and Ladders and a diagram on how to put back their Pioneer stereo.
Right.
What the CDC flowchart looks like.
We'll just follow it step by step.
It's like, if you tested positive, if you haven't, if you have symptoms, if you've been around somebody,
But I mean,
have you been to Wisconsin?
Dude, you're eating in the microphone.
Sorry.
What are you eating, Joel? Did you bring enough for everybody? That's what I want to know.
I'm totally just chopping into the.
At least I had the decency to eat my Pop Tarts before we started.
I'm eating a Nature Valley protein bar. I'm so
good for
sorry.
you.
I am. I'm in raw form.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Kellogg's Pop Tarts. I ate a couple before we started just because they were here.
Do you toast them?
No.
Good.
I eat them right out of the bag.
You know what? It could have gone either way with you, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
I never did growing up, and so I just don't today.
I did like once or twice, and it like burned my tongue, and I'm like, "This is stupid. This is a cookie. It's a cookie. I just give me the cookie. Like I don't need to warm it up
with the frosting, with the sparkly frosting." Although I think I was a little disappointed in the amount of frosting on my Pop Tarts today. It seems smaller than usual.
Well,
could just be I haven't had one in like years, so.
No, man. It's the same reason. Though. It's same reason rolls of toilet paper are narrower, man. They're just cutting back, bro.
Yeah, cutting back. Well,
but honestly, it could have gone either way with you. I was
with the toasting or the not.
I could, you know what I mean? Like I love you, and I trust. But the thing is, I'm like, he could be the kind of guy that toasts.
It depends on the day. I will say 95% of the time, not a toaster. But you know what? Like if I have time and I'm feeling fancy, I might toast it.
I'm curious, like of our listenership.
Well, there's a poll.
Yeah, who toasts their Pop Tarts still? Like, are you a grown?
we just want you to know that if you do, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
I disagree. Hot take. It's not cool. There's no reason.
You heard it here first, folks. Don't toast your Pop Tarts.
Don't. It tells you to do that. I just don't. No, there's no reason to toast your Pop Tarts.
It's in the name.
Pop Tart?
Yeah. Like pop is in pop out of the toaster.
No. As in pop it in your mouth and put it in your backpack and call it breakfast.
Yeah, okay.
So if you toast your Pop Tart, we want to hear from you. Why?
And we also want you to know that you're just wrong.
You are wrong. You're so wrong. There's no reason to do this. Now, a toaster strudel, I get.
Yes, because they're frozen.
They're frozen?
Yes.
You have to warm up the
little
frosting.
Well, it's just powdered sugar.
And you know what I mean? Like you gotta toast, you gotta warm it up. I totally get it. There's no reason to toast a Pop Tart.
I haven't thought of those things in forever, and now I'm gonna have to get some.
Does anybody in your household toast Pop Tarts?
I don't think so. No, I'll do a poll when we're out of here. But
I don't know anybody that does this. I don't think I do. If you are close to me or consider yourself a friend and you I
feel like this could be like a new fascist platform.
How so?
They're toasting their Pop Tarts.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm. Right. Get them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. I don't get it. That gets me angry.
I think just about everything's getting you angry today. Just about.
I can't believe I'm still. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a little spicy. I did not take care of my spiritual health before getting on the mic with you.
What did I do this morning? I went and cleaned at the dance studio, and I listened to some really great Grateful Dead music, and then I came home and Holly went for a nice walk. It's lovely out. We have a bird's nest on our house now, and they're these little birds that I've never seen before. At least not. I mean, they're small. They look kind of like sparrows, but they have cooler wings, and they're kind of this iridescent blue and orange with an orange breast. And they're small, but they're just beautiful. And there's a couple. There's two, and they were just hanging out kind of on our rain gutters. And then they have a little nest by our front door that we're gonna.
Do you know what kind of bird they are?
No, that's what I'm saying. I've never seen them before, but they're very cute, and we're gonna let them just hang out on our house.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice, Steve. I'm glad. I need to do that.
What? Let birds live on your house or go for a walk?
I need to go for a walk. I mean, I might, you know, is it okay for me to like go for a walk?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you know, maybe if you see people within 2 or 3 feet, maybe walk around them, or, you know.
Yeah, I need to go to
But-
Wilderness Park.
Yeah, you do. But I mean, outside, like whatever, give it, you know, give people 6 feet or so, and
Yeah.
there's air moving. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
See, if people would just wear masks in public, it wouldn't be an issue.
I know.
Mhm.
My thought process on that instantly changed. I'm like, why? What was the big deal? Why wasn't I doing that? It may not have changed anything, you know, but like,
Yeah, I'm getting to the point that I'm probably going to start wearing masks in public again, just because it's getting stupid again. And vax or no vax, you know, I still don't want to get sick, and I don't want to get anybody else sick.
yeah, this sucks. Like, this sucks. It's like, I'm still like, here's the deal. Like, I got to go back to the CDC website, but I got to figure out, okay, it's like, okay, so it's Sunday and I'm still testing positive. What do
So are you still contagious? What's the,
I would
see, I
assume
don't know.
so. If you have,
Because that happened to me too. Like, I tested positive. I mean, I felt like crap for a day, then I tested positive, and I felt like crap for another day or two, and then I felt fine, but I was still positive. I tested like a week later, and I was still positive, according to the at-home test. And then I took it another one like 2 days later, and it came back negative.
And I remember early on there was some like guidelines about like, you know, so many days after a negative test or whatever, you're fine to re-enter the general population or something.
Just wear a mask.
I know. I'm supposed to officiate a wedding this weekend. So.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Omaha.
Just wear a mask. It'll be fine. That's a week from now. You'll be fine.
You heard it here.
That's my God-given innate epidemiology knowledge speaking. I mean, based on literally nothing other than what I want it to be. You'll be fine. I mean,
in 2022, you're pretty qualified. You have a podcast. He about spit out his fizzy drink. I mean, right? Like,
what I have is a microphone.
Yeah, you have a microphone.
I have a microphone and an accomplice.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all you need in order to like disseminate bullshit at this point. True.
Maybe I should just start yelling a lot. I could do that.
I know.
Just get loaded up on Red Bull and just start frothing at the mouth.
I know.
If we put it on video, people would watch it.
I didn't realize how much like froth I had until I got on the microphone, and that just think about people
you were just getting started, buddy.
I know, and I had to pull it back.
I know.
But did you go ahead?
Did you have to pull it back?
Yes. Well, that's the thing about this whole debate about free speech, though, Steve, is that like there are consequences. Like, yes, you can say whatever the hell you want, but there are consequences for what you say.
You know, you'd think.
Well, if you have enough money and clout, then maybe there aren't consequences.
Yeah, no consequences.
Then you can just buy Twitter and say whatever you want.
Christ.
It's
or
funny.
you could provide healthcare for literally everybody. Or you could buy Twitter.
Yeah. Or you can cozy up to like fascist governments to try to.
Yeah.
Like, Elon Musk is driving me nuts. I mean, I don't know why I care, but at the same time, I'm like, that's what happens when you have unbelievable amounts of money and things aren't going your way. You cozy up to fascist leaders. It's just like
that. You know, that was that was kind of covered in. I thought the last season of Peaky Blinders covered that really well.
For sure.
Like that was spot on.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of the wealthy capitalists were cozying up to, what was that politician's name? I can't remember now.
Yeah.
Fascist. England's Hitler. Yeah, that was like, oh, that's how that works.
Yeah. That's how you stay safe when you have all that money. I'm all over the place. But speaking of shows, Kirsten and I watched the first season of this show on Apple TV Plus called Severance.
Severance.
Have you heard anything about Severance?
I have not.
No, it stars Adam Scott and John Turturro's in it, and Christopher Walken's in it actually
boy.
too. But it's this show about, so there's this corporation where you can make the choice to, while you're at work, not remember who you are outside of work, and vice versa. So while you're outside of work, you don't remember what happens at work, so you can just kind of check out and, like, you know, it's but you come to find out there's more nefarious reasons for that, but it's really good. It's very good.
I canceled my Apple TV Plus subscription because I wasn't watching it, but okay. So part of the reason also is for that. Are you watching the season 6 of Better Call Saul?
So here's the issue with that, is that I went
it's a yes or no question.
I don't recall. I'm no, here's the deal with that, is that no, I'm not watching it. Okay, but fine. There's a reason why.
Okay.
I went to start the new season and it started playing the first episode, and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. And then I realized
you hadn't watched season 5.
And then I started season 5 and I'm like, I did watch. I don't think I finished season 5.
Okay. So that happened to me too.
That's where I'm at. It's like, and I'm like, did I watch? It's so long ago. I don't remember if I watched or finished. I don't think I finished it.
You didn't finish season 5.
So I just need to finish it.
Yes. And then you need to watch season 6 because it's amazing. And I don't want to have any spoilers, but the thing that's really actually what I've actually been thinking about the last couple of days since I watched the most recent episode.
Yeah.
I'm conflicted about Howard Hamlin.
Oh.
Like I saw, like they set up a side of him because he's kind of like, I mean, we all know Jimmy McGill / Saul Goodman is, I mean, he's ostensibly the protagonist,
sure,
but he's kind of an anti-protagonist,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're definitely rooting for him,
but you know where he ends up.
That's true.
Like,
you kind of know what you're rooting for.
Yeah, you're rooting for, like, you're like, I don't know. It is weird how they wrote that, because you're kind of like, I don't want him to go down this road, but I love the road he goes down.
Yeah. But but in the show, like, I mean, then his brother Chuck is not a nemesis, but kind of, and also Howard Hamlin, also kind of the antagonist, right? Through 5 seasons, like but as it rolls into season 6, they show there's a couple things. They show a side of Howard that's like, fuck, he's a human too.
Ah, nice.
And it's really messed me up, actually, because you want to paint him as, you know, Howard Hamlin with the suit and the perfect tan and the perfect hair and the, you know, the anti-Jimmy, you know, but there's a masterfully filmed shot. It's just a 4-minute long scene at the beginning of one of the episodes that show that things are tough all over. It's just this little vignette, but when it was done and they went to the opening credits or whatever, I was like, well, that changes everything. You know,
well, yeah, we watch these stories and we really want to, our natural instinct is to try to find the bad guy, and to, like, get behind the good guy. I mean, it's just like, it's just hardwired. But when writers are good, they're able to mix that up.
Yeah, morally ambiguous and emotionally ambiguous, and like there's no clear. There are some. Holly and she hadn't seen the Coen brothers movie Burn After Reading.
Oh yeah.
And so we watched that, and it'd been a couple of years since I'd seen it. I remember it being pretty funny, but it takes a couple of watchings, just like everything else, to kind of see but as it went in, I'm like, this is a sad movie.
Yeah.
It's really sad. Every character, every situation is like, there's nothing, I mean, redeeming about it artistically a little bit, but it's like every person in it, you're just like,
flawed.
Flawed. So anyway, I felt kind of bad because it was supposed to be like our date night fun movie, you know, and it's just this like this total, it's like watching a train wreck, you know.
Way to bring the mood, Steve.
I did not bring the mood. It was so bad. although I know what it was, because we listened to Mark Maron interview George Clooney on the way out to Colorado.
Oh, right on.
I'm like, oh, you haven't seen Burn? And Clooney mentioned Burn After Reading. Oh yeah, the scene where he storms out of the house with his sex wedge is just, it's classic. Like, I'm taking my sex wedge and going home, or going someplace else. I don't really have a home, but
we watched well, so we were watching that Severance movie and it's dark as fuck. And so we're like Kirsten's like, let's watch that movie Free Guy with I don't know, it's this total popcorn movie. That's what you needed to watch. Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah. That was It was like this total, like, you know, he's a non-playable character in a video game world, and he actually kind of self-actualizes due to AI and has to save the world, and it's total cheese popcorn movie. That's what you need to watch.
That's what I need to watch. Okay, Free Guy noted. I'm filing that away for future reference.
Let's watch Apocalypse Now, honey. I've heard it was really uplifting.
Really uplifting. Well,
and the Redux version has that nice little, that whole added part where they're in, you know,
the French.
The French, yeah,
which is totally unnecessary and just
creepy though.
It's a little creepy, yeah. I love Apocalypse Now.
I do too.
I love that movie.
I saw that movie way too young.
Yeah, I bet.
Way too young, man.
Well, if you were younger than 20.
Yeah, I was like 14.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was like that movie. I watched Apocalypse Now and like Full Metal Jacket and Red, Breakfast of Champions.
Oh, good Lord.
Slaughterhouse 5 and Handmaid's Tale. I mean, there was like a few years there where, you know, I got some systems mixed up.
Yeah. That's like the kind of me listening to Black Flag at age 14.
Yeah. It's like,
didn't help. It kind of did at the time, but good Lord.
Yeah.
We watched, are you familiar with the movie Red with Bruce Willis and John Malkovich and Helen Mirren? Ugh.
Helen Mirren.
Yeah, we watched that with the girls a couple weekends ago. It's Gianna's favorite movie now.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. John Malkovich, he's like, I get to use the pig. The girls are like, the pig? I'm like, just wait. Yeah. John Malkovich is great in that.
He's great in everything.
So I don't know if they're quite ready, but I can't wait to watch Being John Malkovich with them.
Oh. Yeah, when do you start introducing those kind of, like, when is it appropriate to start kind of blowing their minds with that stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Gianna's almost 15, so we're getting there. Man.
Yeah.
I don't want to make him cry. The Matrix made Francesca cry. I don't want to do that again. So bad. I felt so terrible. We're watching. Oh, so speaking of popcorn, have you watched the Formula One documentary on Netflix?
Oh my life, dude! I love that.
How long have you been watching that? I just found out about it like 2 weekends ago. You've been holding out on me.
I totally have been. It's been my dirty little secret, Steve.
God damn it, Joel.
It's amazing.
It's awesome. Those of you out here who think, I don't care about Formula One, just watch it.
Yeah. What is it? It's called
Formula One Drive to Survive. It
is an in-depth behind the scenes look at all the machinations of Formula One,
of which there are plenty.
Yeah. From, you know, the ego of drivers to, you know, the
corruption of the owners,
the shady stuff they do to cars, the money.
Yeah. The rivalries between teammates.
And then, you know, the cameras on board in those machines.
Oh my God. Some of that footage is amazing.
Yeah, it's fascinating. And it's caused me to kind of keep my eye on Formula One now. Mm-hmm. Like I'm kind of like
Max Verstappen just won the Spanish Grand Prix yesterday. Yeah.
Nice.
And the Monaco Grand Prix is next weekend.
Oh, maybe
I'm gonna subscribe to the thing because I want to watch it. So it starts at 8:00 Sunday morning.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's incredible what
Gianna's
they do.
all into it because she's like, oh, this is like really rich people. So she likes that aspect of it, just seeing the the glitz and the glamour and the like. She's all into that,
Yeah, disgustingly rich, like really
obscenely
rich.
Yeah.
But it's incredible the kind of like, one thing that always fascinates me too is like, it's not just like they hire smart and skilled drivers. They like shape these people's minds and bodies. You know what I mean? Like the physical. And you don't think about that, but you're like, man, it would take a lot of physical ability to stay present for that amount of time at that speed. And
a couple hours at 200 miles an hour under like incredibly stressful circumstances.
Yeah. The weird things they do with like pulling the head and the neck and like all the weights they do.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with surviving crashes.
Yeah. Right.
Of which happens.
And staying alert in those G forces.
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a real Sorry I didn't tell you about that sooner, man.
Well, thank you.
It was my dirty little secret.
Whatever. You're holding out on me. That's lame.
Yeah,
it was at a dinner, and one of my real friends was telling me about it.
Oh, cool. Nice. Well, this is the last episode ever. Don't fuck with me today, man. I'm looking at 2 bars on a COVID test still.
Are you gonna quit me?
I can't quit you, Steve.
I know.
It's like fucking.
I can't quit you, babe.
It's like Brokeback podcast.
That's again for our Patreon subscribers.
Yeah, it is.
Nice voice there, Joel.
Yeah, it's our OnlyFans account.
Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants. Not even our wives want to see that.
They don't want to see that. Nope. I'm
really bummed.
Speaking of,
I really thought this was going to come back negative. That was my whole expectation. Anyway, what?
I don't know. I was going to say, how's your, are you ready for summertime? You get your summer bod ready?
No.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, at this point, I don't give a shit, but
I understand.
I want to get back on my bicycle. Yep. I put 20, 30 miles on my bike before I went to Colorado and did another like 15, 20 miles before that. And I went and played a bunch of golf before going to Colorado. And so I'm ready for this to be done so I can go do that sort of stuff.
I've been riding a little bit actually in the last few weeks. I've been getting out a few times a week on the bike. It's been great.
We got it. Once I pull a negative test, let's go get tacos together. You and me.
I would like that. Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
If we do it outside, we can do it anytime.
I know. I got to get over this gunk though.
Yeah,
I don't think I can. I don't think my lungs can handle it right now.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I think I might try to take a longer walk today, but I don't know if I like the huffing and puffing. I think it would not be good.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the bike out this afternoon. It's gorgeous out.
Dude, it's like perfect. It's like 75. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, Holly went and did a gravel race in Iowa yesterday. I don't think she's feeling much like getting on the bike today, but
I saw that. She's like out there doing those long races and stuff on gravel road.
Yeah, it's great.
Dude,
I'm proud of her.
Did she get a new horse for that?
Well, she got a bike last year.
Oh, that's right.
Lauf. It's very nice.
Lauf? Is that its name or is that?
No, that's the manufacturer.
Okay.
LAUF. It's all carbon and it's very nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it weighs about as much as this pop can.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. So yeah, she's getting after it, man. I'm proud of her. It's cool.
Good for her.
Yeah,
it's great. Those people that do that get really hooked, and then they're just hooked on it, and they're crazy.
Right. I have no desire to do that.
I don't either.
No,
I'm like,
I like.
Is there ice cream involved? Is there tacos at the end of this?
The last ride she did, there was pie.
Like
the little towns that they rode through had pie and stuff. So like, yeah, I will ride for pie, but I have no desire to ride 100 kilometers for pie.
No, I
have no desire to do that. Now I will ride to Eagle for tacos.
For sure.
That's a piece of cake. That's a no-brainer. And that's going to have to start happening here again soon.
Eagle also has, they have this place called Casey's. I don't know if you've heard of it. And they
they sell like donuts and gas.
Well, they have Snickers ice cream bars, and you can really only get them there.
I don't like Snickers ice cream bars.
I totally set you up for
I'm a
this.
frozen Snickers purist.
Why?
Because they're amazing. Frozen Snickers. What the hell was wrong with your childhood, Joel? Did you not go to the pool?
Well, we don't have time for that, but that will be next week. When you freeze a Snickers, all the nougat and the peanuts get hard, and you'll chip your teeth. The ice cream Snickers is you can bite into it.
Thing.
No. It's better. You're right.
No, it's wrong. Frozen Snickers or die. That's it.
You won't eat an ice cream bar. You won't.
I'm not saying I won't eat it, but the entire time, every time I've had one of those, I've been looking at it thinking, I wish this was just a frozen Snickers. If I want an ice cream bar from a gas station, I get a Choco Taco or a drumstick.
I'm not going to argue the Choco Taco because I love a Choco Taco.
See,
but I just
the ice cream Snickers thing it's an abomination. It should never exist.
I can't believe you fucking said that. I cannot believe you fucking said that.
It's just like my opinion, man.
So like if
you can like the stupid Snickers thing.
If you had in front of you a frozen Snickers and a like on 102 86% humidity day, you would choose a frozen Snickers
100% every time. I would even pay $5 to eat the frozen Snickers instead of the ice cream thing.
But it's so hard to chew on. It's like the nougat
you just gotta have your technique down, man.
Dude, it hurts my jaw just thinking about it.
What can I say? I'm a pro.
Well, if anybody out there would like to chime in on this debate, TTBB podcast @gmail.com.
Yeah. TTBB podcast @gmail.com. Or Joel, put up an Instagram poll. I won't see it, but
I would love to put up an Instagram poll.
Put up an Instagram poll. See what happens. I'm curious. Let the people speak. Hey, of all the I feel like this is the podcast we needed today.
It really is.
We have Joel's got COVID. We talked about Pop Tarts and whether to toast or not to toast, and this whole raging frozen Snickers debate. We're covering real shit here today. That's what's happening.
I took shots at Mayor Baird.
You did, yes.
I broke a fever. That's for sure.
You did break it. Good for you, man. I feel like we did it.
Dude, that was a conglomeration. Here's the thing. Don't toast your Pop-Tarts. Whatever you want to do with your cold Snickers situation. Also, I want to know, I really want to bring this back this summer. This is going to be where I'm going to leave off today.
Okay.
The shit can Sunday at the South Street Dairy Queen.
Those poor people.
I went there.
Do they know what it is?
I went there a couple weeks ago.
They know.
They know. They still know because I said, "Hey,
they transferred that knowledge from year to year."
I guess so. I was like, "I'd like a shit can Sunday." They're like, "I'm like, have you heard of it?" And they're like, "Yeah, people order that. What is it again?" So I'm going to tell everybody, here's what a shit can Sundae is, and only get it from the South Street Dairy.
37th and South, 39th and South.
You get a mix between hot fudge and the peanut butter sauce with crushed nuts
on vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, vanilla ice cream in a sundae. Shit can Sundae.
Fudge, peanut butter, crushed nuts.
Yep. That's the hit of the summer, everybody. Send us a video.
It wouldn't be the first one. There is a precedent set.
There is, and our friend Elisa.
Yeah, and it was fantastic.
He froze. We got Frozen Steve instead of a frozen Snickers. We've got a frozen Steve.
No, you're frozen. Can you hear me?
Oh no. It's hardcore.
Oh man, because you're frozen. Can you hear me talking? There you are. We're back.
Whoa. You froze hardcore.
Am I back? You froze hardcore. Like we both froze.
We both froze. I wonder how. Maybe that's our indication from God that we should stop.
Or the Korgons.
Okay. All right. Well, go get a shit can Sundae from South Street Dairy Queen. Don't get COVID. Wear a mask. Don't toast your Pop-Tarts. And I really want to know about the, frozen Snickers versus ice cream Snickers bar.
Okay, I'm real curious to see how that turns out.
Can't wait.
Okay, all right. I'll talk to you later.
I love you.
Love you too. All right.
Have you seen her? So bad and pretty, moving with a style and ease. And I feel her from across the room. Yes, it's love in the third degree. Ooh, baby, baby, won't you turn your head my way? Ooh, baby, baby, come on, take a chance. You're old enough to dance the night away. Oh, somebody better dance the night away. A live wire, barely a beginner, but just watch that lady go. She's on fire, 'cause dancing gets her higher than anything else she knows. Ooh, baby, baby, won't you turn your head my way? Ooh, baby, baby, well, don't skip romance, 'cause you're old enough to dance the night away. Oh, somebody better dance the night away. Dance the night away. Dance, dance, dance the night away. Come on, baby, dance the night away. Dance, dance, dance the night away. Come on, baby, dance the night
Don't forget, toot your hooter.